Hey guys, how's it going? Tom Greenwood here, Everyman Carpentry YouTube channel. I've been busy doing proper work, so I haven't really been in the wood shop creating content. But I wanted to talk about stuff, what I'm doing, because all carpentry is, all carpentry is carpentry. Anyway, so this is a house that I'm working on right now, and the goal for this house, this house is getting completely redone. Okay. This house is 115 years old. Very cool house. But it's got some problems that aren't uncommon for 115-year-old houses, which is that the house was built on limestone piers and beams. So you can see right here, this is like I believe, oak beam, like a 6x6 beam. Okay, and you can see that that's a limestone pier right there. But what's happened is there's been rot from water and bugs and all that kind of stuff, and the house is settled like, I don't know, there's like 3 to 4 inches difference, which is significant. So anyway, what we did is we have completely gutted this house. You can see all the way up to the roof and all of that. But what we're getting ready to do before we can jack the house up is we have to do a little repair. So this chimney's probably going to come out, and the wall behind it was, as you can see, there's no top plate there. It just rotted, and then whenever they repaired the wall, they did a horrible job. So we're going to rip part of that wall out and reframe it up. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. But what's going on here is that, see all those diagonal braces right there? What I've done is I've basically created triangles or pyramids, which is a very strong shape on all the external walls. That's called diagonal cross bracing, and you want to do that to prevent racking, to keep the house from like tilting one way or the other. So all the way around, we gutted it, and then I used engineered structural grade screws, screwed to all the studs everywhere, external and internal. And that will hopefully keep the house from racking. And then we've got these 2x10s here, and what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up taking big 3/8 timber screws and screwing to all the studs. And what that'll do is it'll help keep the house kind of tied together, and also act like a header and be able to lift the house up, so that where it's 4 inches dropped over there, we can lift the house up. And then we're going to dig out everything, pour a proper footer up to modern code, stack blocks in, and then set the house down on top of that and do all of our proper framing. I'll probably end up taking out all the beams along the bottom underneath the studs and putting a bottom plate on top of it, so that we can set that on top of a subfloor and joists. So huge amount of work, you know what I mean? We got a week in here just ripping stuff apart just to be able to see what's going on. So that's one thing. I'll end up doing similar thing over here in this corner of this house right here. So what you can see is there was a door. There was a doorway right there, and that doorway came out. We've got that doorway stashed back and probably end up reusing it because it's like original and it's got cool patina on it. But we're gonna have to fix the bottom there where that beam is gone. We're gonna have to put a bottom plate on it, sister onto the studs, frame the wall up proper so that there's actually studs in that wall and everything. So huge amount of work going on here. Very interesting stuff. Super interesting, kind of scary, kind of fun. Always fun, but definitely if you're not a little bit nervous picking up a house, then you're either not paying attention or you're just like way super old school. Other stuff that's going on with this place, on this wall right here, this wall right there where those two walls intersect, that wall is out about 2 inches out of plumb on the bottom. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up having to bring the wall back in, and so I'll end up bracing out externally. We'll end up bracing the entire outside of the house before we do any of the picking up. We'll brace the wall, but then I'll end up pushing this wall in. I'm not exactly 100% on how I'm gonna do it. I may use come-alongs or chain hoists and put the beam on the outside and suck it in, or I may create like a dead man braced out in the yard and push on the bottom of it. So anyway, that's some stuff that I've been working on. You guys will get to see more as it comes. I hope you're enjoying it, and talk to you later.